Since building the Mega Port's high-speed launch, Cork boat builder Frank Kowalski has gone from strength to strength, designing and building over 100 boats. Today, his first boat in a multi-million euro commission is about to take to the water. But getting it there is going to be a tricky operation.
This is one of 4 hydrographic survey catamarans that we've got a contract to build for the Polish Navy. So this is the first one. It's one of our Wildcat 40 catamarans, and she's specially fitted out for hydrographic survey work. We'll bring it outside, we'll lift it with a crane, put it onto a shipping trailer, and then we'll drive it just about 1.5 miles across your bridge to a fishing quay, and then we'll put it in the water there. We'll fire the engines up, check the systems, and then we'll have to sail it from York to Cork. It's not ideal. It's blowing a bit of a gale today, and normally we wouldn't do this, but we just have to do it. We have to get there. The clients have come over from Poland yesterday. We have to do a certain amount of testing tomorrow, so we just have to bring the boat there no matter what. Not delivering it on time is just not an option. Okay, one there and one over there, one diagonally. Yeah. It's always the best bit when you pull them out of the shed. You know, you spent a year building the thing, and to see it come out, it's all really satisfying. Especially when you put it in the water for the first time and you see her float. Makes it all worthwhile.
But first the crane must hoist the boat onto a low-loader lorry. In the cramped boatyard, it's a very delicate job.
We need a big spread because the cat will crush. So actually, it's the most stressful damn thing about the whole build process when you've got the boat lifted up there on the crane. I just hate it. It's just so stressful. You see so many photos and videos on the internet where they go wrong, crane topples or sling breaks. It's always extremely stressful now. There's always something that can potentially go wrong.
With the boat suspended in mid-air, Frank and his team make sure it sits securely on its custom-built cradle for its road journey to the sea.
Jarek, this cradle, it has to come up to here.
Frank and the crane leave for the fishing quay, followed by the boat on its giant low-loader. It moves at a crawl along the narrow roads. The difficult part is yet to come. Once it's arrived at the quay, it must be hoisted again by the crane and dropped gently into the water.
The distance between the water and where as far back as we can get it is just on the limit of what the crane can actually do. It's always a little bit tight. So Kaz, before we start lifting, because we won't have time later, we've got 8 life jackets, give it to whoever's be actually on the boat. We haven't got one large enough for Jarek, so he'll have to...
The boat's perilously close to the building, and if it moves in the wrong direction when it's hoisted, the hull will be damaged.
But we need everyone then here, Kaz. Just in case.
2 people will have a rope there.
So just go round.
Just go around that way.
Yeah.
And over there. Okay.
When they take the weight, the jib then bends and moves forward. So if you've got it level now, it'll be out of level when they take the weight. So it's just a case of suck it and see when they just first lift it to see which way she moves, and then stop and readjust the jib. It's always a bit hairy. Perfect. All time, yeah, that's nice. No traumas.
Finally, the boat is on the water for the first time.
Steering's working. Sometimes, you can have unexpected problems, mostly electrical. We're stuck here for an hour trying to figure out what the problem is. But these are mechanical engines, so we didn't expect to have too many issues because there's not a lot to go wrong with them.
Start the engine there.
The engines are started for the first time.
I'm not sure.
There's just oil everywhere. It seems like possibly one of the gasket or something. No, you'll really hurt your back if you try. I don't think there's anything we can do. Just forget about trying to use it. But it seems to me like some O-ring or some gasket is blowing because there's loads of oil. So we just won't use the bow thrusters on the voyage. The other hydraulic systems are working, so it's just that. So as long as we don't use that, we'll be okay.
It's a problem the team can fix when they get the boat to harbour in Cork.
This is all the mast wire and the lights and the aerials. What I'm doing now, I'm just temporarily rigging one of the aerials up, so we got a VHF for the trip, and then obviously when we get alongside in Cork, we'll do a proper job putting the proper plugs and connecting the mast up as it should be. So this is just a temporary job to get us round.
Right, okay, everyone off the boat, and we'll just give it a few runs around. Pull Raphael so he can come on the boat, and that's it.
It's a tense moment as Frank takes the boat out for the first time. But he wants to know how it will perform on the open sea. It's the end of her maiden voyage, and now she will undergo full sea trials before being handed over to the Polish Navy. As well as the container ships, the Mega Port also handles bulk carriers. These are ships that carry cargoes such as grain, coal, fertilizer and animal feeds. These cargoes are stored loose in massive holes on the ship and pose a different set of problems for unloading, especially for the giant crane operators like Dave Curran.
I like driving. And when I first started driving, I started driving a small tractor with a small trailer, and then I got a bigger trailer and a bigger tractor. Then I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go to a bigger tractor, and I wanted to go doing something else. And I just wanted bigger, bigger, bigger. And eventually when I got to as big on wheels as I could get, and I saw this, I said, that's what I want to drive. I said, that's big and I want to drive it. And that's why I love driving, I love operating machines, and the bigger the better. A big movement on the hand would move that grab. It could move at 20 meters if you weren't careful. So you just have all small movements and keep everything moving nice and slow and smooth.
Dust is a continual problem when unloading bulk carriers. The port has to use high-powered water sprayers and road sweepers to keep it under control.
No, like there's very little even coming off the hoppers either, so. And that's still the distillers, yeah?
This one is new. The other one is distillers below.
Yeah, that's the one
we have to watch.
Yeah. We can't have dust going down the village. We can't have dust going into Pfizer's. We have to be good neighbours. The days of people operating without consideration for people are gone in every industry.
I used to drive the digger that is down in the hole there. I used to drive one of them, and I used to be sitting down in the hold, walking away, looking up at the crane and saying, I want to drive that. So I heard then that they were looking for people to drive them, and I applied. And 9 years after I was looking up at them, now I'm looking down on someone else. we have to empty all the product out of the hatches, which means we have to take everything out of it, and when the machines have done all they can, and we'll put a loader in later on and he'll scrape the floor, the dockers will have to come on with brushes and sweep the whole floor and sweep all the dust and everything out of it, so that when we're finished there'll be absolutely nothing inside in the boat.